get through to him on Skype either. Sorry to everyone that's watching. Technical hitch. Doing the best we can. Can't get through to him on Skype or blog at the moment. I'm minded to without knowing what's going on, I can't contact him either through Skype or apparently through blog, although he appears to be on the blog channel, so I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. I'm getting no Skype connection whatsoever with him. Ah, it's because he's only just come online. I think he's... Right, let's try again. Hi. Hi. Oh, that's me. Hi, I can hear you. I'm just trying to add you again. We may have the same problem. Is it saying that your camera's in use by
something else? It says by another web page.
Yeah. Yeah. Sickers, the camera's being used by another
Hang
web
on,
page.
I got an idea. One
advice?
more idea. I'm turning the webcam off. On. Okay, let me refresh this page and then try to add.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, it is. Yes. All right. Yeah. For those of you who are unaware, I can hear things in my headphones. We are doing what we can. Please bear with us. As I said, this was an unexpected guest and we hadn't had a chance to sort out these sort of problems, so we're doing what we can to do so. It will be worth the wait if we can get it sorted out. Okay, we'll try again. Well, that's a bit more promising.
Start. Broadcasting.
Oh.
As your webcam is in use by another web page. Fun.
It's not when you're 12 hours into a 24-hour program and you can't get a co-host on, it's not fun, no.
But people can hear me, right?
Stress headache.
I don't think they can
hear you, that's the trouble. Can anyone hear?
They're all saying yes. So hello, oh my gosh.
Alright, in that case, we'll carry on without the visual.
Heard people say yes, it really flies by, doesn't
it? It does indeed. As I said before, he's very modest. Dr. Phil Plate, who prefers to be referred to as just Phil, head of the James Randi Foundation. Oh, we've got someone saying they can't hear anything.
Your volume up.
Goodness. Well, yeah, refresh. I think that will do the trick. We're running on audio only. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to ask a couple of questions, if I may, Phil, and then hand you over to the audience, so to speak. Just appeared as if you'd gone offline. Is it? Can you explain firstly how you got involved with the James Randi Educational Foundation?
Actually, yeah, it was a little bit of chutzpah on my part, basically. I'd written a book called Bad Astronomy, and it was based on my website, which is about myths and misconceptions in astronomy. Just a sort of a popular level book explaining things like why the moon looks big on the horizon and why the sky UFOs aren't flying saucers coming down to slice the butts out of cows and abduct people. And my editor said, look, we need a blurb for the back. We need to have, people saying, this is the greatest book ever in the whole universe. And we need astronomers, we need famous people. And he said, well, we need skeptic. And I said, well, there's James Randi, stage magician and a conjurer, and he's been debunking psychics and people who speak to the dead and all sorts of things for a long time. And they said, well, sure, go ahead and ask him. And I thought, well, all right. I mean, it would be as, approaching him to do something like this would be as in a chat room. It seems very unlikely. But I sent him a copy of my book, and he immediately came back and said, yeah, sure, I love it, and wrote a blurb for it. And then a few months later sent me another email saying, listen, we're going to be running a meeting in Florida, a skeptic conference. Why don't you come down and give a talk? And I said, all right, sure. And I wound up giving a talk there, and Randy and I became friends. And I've been speaking at every conference since, and then last year he asked me to be president of his educational foundation, which is a nonprofit, to promote critical thinking and skeptical thinking across the world. And I was blown away by this. I mean, it's one thing to have a sort of an informal relationship and all that sort of thing, but then to be asked to run it, it was pretty stunning. And he did this because he wants to take more time to write books. He's writing 2 books right now. They're going very well. Yeah. And in the meantime, I wouldn't say I'm running the foundation. That's not really true. I mean, it's still Randy's baby, but I've got my hand on the steering wheel and together to try to do the best job we can to teach people how to think rationally.
Well, I've got 2 questions for you before I hand you over to the audience, so to speak. Just firstly, when I always think that the use of the term skeptic is somewhat negative, and it doesn't actually do what I would much prefer to refer to as free thinkers any credit by using skeptic. Because of even though a dictionary definition may be actually perfectly accurate as to what you're describing, it does have negative connotations. Do you think that the use of the word skeptic does have that? Refresh your page, I think. No sound. Yeah, if you just refresh your page, that should do it.
Testing.
Yeah, I think that's probably done it.
Anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, they say I'm back.
Yeah.
All right, good. So the idea of using the word skeptic, the skeptic, the word has a meaning, and it means basically someone who doesn't just accept something on blind faith. That if you make a claim, I'm going to say, listen, I want evidence for your claim, show me what you got, and then I examine it critically. Just because you have evidence doesn't mean you're right. People have evidence of flying saucers. I'll go back to that example. But it's, fuzzy pictures and crappy video and eyewitness reports, which are typically wrong. Yeah. And so, if you come in and say, here's my evidence, my being a skeptic doesn't mean just saying, give me the evidence. I want to examine, I want to look at it, I want to draw my own conclusions. It's okay to look at earlier things and say, you know what, I can't explain exactly what you've got here, but I've seen things just like it that have proven to be other things. That's okay. That's being a skeptic. You can call it free thinking, you can call it critical thinking, you can call it rationalism, you can call it reason. There's a million names for it. As a matter of fact, they tried to change the name to Bright, which I hated. As soon as somebody said, we're going to call ourselves Bright, and I said, that is the worst public relations idea